Okay, today we're going to be reviewing the Vingli Portable 5.3 gallon cassette toilet, or just a cassette toilet made by Vingli. So, the pros of this particular toilet, number one, it's cheap. I think this is what, 100 and something bucks right now. We'll put the actual price on the screen. Also, easy to use, pretty straightforward. You lift, you go, you flush. We won't flush now, not to waste water. And then you pull this little guy, which lets this stuff fall to the bottom. Low odor if you dump it a lot. If you dump frequently and you use a chemical like RB Digest It or a Porter Pack, if you use one of those, you can dump it maybe once or twice a week. They don't smell too bad. Simple to dump, so all you have to do to dump one of these little guys, pop this apart, and you got this orange hose back here. Swivels out at a 90, you undo that sanitary cap, and you dump it into the dump station, the sewer connection, kind of wherever you're dumping your poo. Okay, downsides. They smell bad, especially if you don't treat it, even if you do after about a week. So if you're boondocking like we like to do, they smell horrific. Just no matter what chemical you put in, it has to do more with the fact that the gas can't escape out. So if you're more of a long-termer, probably not the best choice for you. So weight distribution could be better. So the top is really bulky. So when you're dumping, it's actually really awkward to get it off because you're lifting effectively several gallons of water. The bottom itself has weight, so if you need to take the whole thing out, it's just a sloshy mess, and it can get kind of gross if you forget to do the sanitary cap. The flush plunger, my biggest complaint is this thing. If you tilt it too much that way, it pops off. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to make a mess in our bus. It's just really poorly designed. So if you're flushing, it's not uncommon for the plunger to come out of the toilet, which is frustrating. So the flush valve itself, when you squeeze this, it'll spray a bit up, but when you flush, right, you pull it open to drop, it shoots water up in the air because of the vacuum. They don't warn you, but you really need to make sure this is down or it's going right in your eyes. Okay, another complaint about this one specifically that like a Nature's Head or even some of these other toilets like this don't have is there's not a great way to bolt it. We have to use bungees, like these little guys, and these floor mounts they've got from Lowe's, and they do work, but it'd be better if it was actually secured to the vehicle, a more long-term way, just kind of a thing. It's not that annoying, but it definitely could be improved. Oh, the tank meter. So there's this little guy here, and it's supposed to tell you when you're ready to dump. Doesn't work. Doesn't matter how many times you hit the little valve, it does a lot of nothing. So the verdict on the Vingli toilet. It's a great starter toilet if you're kind of getting into RV life. If you're just like, say, a weekend camper, these are perfect. If you're going to be long-term, more like us, and something we're already doing, is I would recommend either going composting for a little bit more money, upgrade to a compost toilet, or go to a black tank system where your waste is outside, because this is kind of a terrible middle. You don't get the nice outside storage with venting, but you also don't get the drying of composting. Still have the smell, but you still have to dump the poo. So yeah, it's for us, we wouldn't recommend it unless you're just trying to save money starting, or if you're just not using it that often.